Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a Saturday edition of the Bricks and Beyond, a creator showcase series. As a reminder, this is a series that I created to highlight members of the Lego community, giving them each an opportunity to highlight and showcase everything that they do, and also giving you a chance to get to know get to know the person behind the name. Tonight's guest is coming in all the way from Australia. Some of you may know her. Let me bring her in here. Isaiah, Mav, Felix, hey everybody. And there she is, in the flesh. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I changed my hat because you made me feel like I was ridiculous inside with my beanie. So I didn't, I didn't want
It
people
was
getting
just
the
I was
what.
mixing my emotions too much. I was a bit confused of what the dress code was. That's all.
Well, you know what? I'm still confused with what the dress code is. So I feel like I should be dressing up for the occasion, but then I don't ever want to make somebody feel like they're dressed down. So I don't know. Um, but thank you for stopping by. How's the summer going for you?
It's not going too well. I mean, it's a bit cold and rainy, especially yesterday. So yeah, I'm sure it'll kick in to be super hot tomorrow. But yeah,
Okay.
Australia's summer is a bit all over the place right now.
So you guys, you fluctuate. So I'm from Pennsylvania, over in the U.S., and we can have up to 4 seasons in one day. So is that basically what you guys have too?
Yeah, that's here in Melbourne. Sydney is a bit more like consistent,
Okay.
but Melbourne is all over the place. Like it's 4 seasons in one
Okay.
day, no matter
Yeah.
what time of the year.
So
Yeah.
have you ever seen? There's a meme that's out there with somebody cutting the grass, and it's basically like a yard, and it has a yard with snow, a yard with leaves, and then a yard with just regular grass. And it's basically saying like you can cut the grass in one day, and you can cut all three types of grass in one day.
Yeah.
So
That summarizes Melbourne
yeah,
perfect. Yeah.
yeah. So okay, so we're similar. I mean, we're only like what 14-hour difference, and then 15 when we don't have daylight savings.
Yeah, I think so. I think right now, yeah, because it's 6 o'clock. Sorry, 6 o'clock for you and 10
Yeah.
o'clock for me. So
Yep.
yeah,
So
yeah,
one of the funny things I always get when I've been telling people where how the time difference is today, everybody always likes to joke about how you're in the future. So
yeah,
I bet you get that a lot.
yeah. Just a little bit. Just especially when people like when they ask, I always have to say, yeah. So it's 10 o'clock on Sunday, and they're like, oh my God, it's Saturday for me, and I'm like, yeah. Here comes the joke. Like I'm waiting for it to hit.
It's a shame that that actually wasn't real because then I could ask you for the lottery numbers, and then
I mean, I can give you my Sunday lottery numbers, but I can't guarantee that you're going to win. So
well, that's I
as
was
a
gonna say, yeah, I'm sure there's probably something in place where. I don't know. I'd probably get in trouble for taking your numbers if that
yeah.
was. uh, so I'm going to start off here, and this is from the mouth of a second grader. My son had a question he wanted me to ask you. He wants to know why you are King Katie instead of Queen Katie.
So this name started long before KingCaitys even existed.
Okay.
I was having a conversation with a child, and we were talking about how kings and queens, like how queens can only be women and kings can only be men.
Okay.
And he was trying to tell me that's the way that it is. And I
Oh,
said,
jeez.
well, if I'm going to be a king, I'm going to be a king.
Okay.
And he goes, no, 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 that doesn't work. You can't do that. And I was like, no, it can. And and then I was like, from now on, you can call me King
Okay.
Katie. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It doesn't work. You can only be a queen. I was like, no, I'm going by King from now on. So then when I had to create a name for my page, I was like, what can I like possibly come
Yeah.
up with? Like I was stuck.
Sure.
And then I remembered this conversation and I was like, you know what? This is perfect. This is like Lego is full of unique people. I'm coming
Yeah.
in with King Katie's. It doesn't make sense, but it does make
That's
sense, and we're just gonna roll with it.
fantastic. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
do you remember how you said it was a little boy that that said that to you?
Yeah,
Do you remember how old he was at that time?
I want to say, I mean, I called him a little boy, but I want to say that he was like 8 or 9.
Oh, well,
So,
yeah, okay. So,
like,
okay.
yeah, learnt in school the gender roles of the royal family, and I was, I guess, messing with his mind a little bit.
So, so now, how many years now has it been since he said that to you?
3, I
Okay, and
think.
does he remember that conversation?
Probably not.
Ah,
I
okay,
probably,
okay.
I haven't brought it up with him again, but
I mean,
yeah,
now that I brought it up, I think you should bring it
I'll
up.
report back on if he remembers that he created KingCaitys and what it is today.
You know what, though? That could be a bad thing because he might expect some royalties from that.
That's
So,
true. Yeah, maybe I'll keep that to myself and just wait for him to bring it
yeah, I
up.
mean, it's not like we just told, everybody
Yeah,
watching. So, yeah. Hopefully he's not in here because then we
yeah.
can keep that a secret. So, I don't know. I think you were on my Bricks and Beyond the other night with the other Katie. And it was brought to my attention multiple times that you are now the third Katie that I've had within a week. So, no, I did not go down the alphabet and pick a name. Granted, yours is a C and the other two were K's, so you kind of threw it off there. But
Yeah.
yeah, you are the last in the line of Katie's that I'm aware
I
of.
mean,
So
it's a good name. What can I say? Whether
it,
it's spelled with K's or C's, whatever. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever seen your spelling before. So is that your real name, just like Katie, or do you have Caitlin?
Yeah. So I'm actually, this is going to break the
Oh
internet.
gosh, here, look at I bring this groundbreaking stuff to this series. Let's hear it. I'm ready for it.
I am actually a Caitlin, but the only person that ever calls me that is my dad
Okay.
or my oldest brother.
Okay.
I'm Katie to everyone else, or Kate, whatever. And I've always spelt it with a YS for however long I can,
Really?
like, sorry, with a Y, not no the S,
Yeah.
just the Y.
Oh, I was gonna
For
say,
as long,
what's with the
like,
yes?
I was just thinking about my username still.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah,
really awkward because it's like
there
you're.
is.
If you were to refer to yourself as Katie's in
Yeah,
person, people might think like you have multiple selves. So,
I have multiple personalities, so I guess it works. It slots in.
hey, we all have a little bit of multiple
Yeah.
personalities. Oh man. Well, good. Okay, so now my son will be happy. He knows where that's from. We have that squared away.
Yes.
All right. So I know this is typically aimed in Lego, but obviously seeing everything that you do, I'm just a little curious. So you dabble into a couple other things. So diecast cars is one of the biggest things that I've seen that you now. So is diecast cars pre-Lego, post-Lego, or like kind of started at the same time?
So I guess my diecast cars and Lego started around the same time. My brother is actually in this live as well, so he will remember
Ah,
this. Um, so when we were younger, we used to have the Lego base plates and we used to set them up. And then we had all our Hot Wheels cars, like a bin of Hot Wheels cars.
okay.
And we used to create little cities and parking lots using paper, Lego, and the
Nice.
diecast cars. And
Okay.
it was our playtime, I guess. We
Yeah.
had like a giant rug. We would just lay it all out on there. Um, so that's where it like originally started, and then
Okay.
I stopped getting into Lego and diecast for a long time, just I guess as I got older.
Sure.
And then got back into Lego, and then recently got back into diecast, and I feel like
Okay.
it's one of those hobbies where it's a lot cheaper than Lego. So
Sure.
um, like you'll go to the shopping center and buy like 5 of them and come home with it
Yes.
because
Yep.
they're like $2, $3 each.
Yep.
So yeah, now it's taking off at the same pace as my Lego collection. Yeah, it's one of those things that once you've started, and I'm currently building a Lego diecast city,
Oh,
you can't come back
interesting.
like it. Yeah,
Man, announced here first.
yeah. And now it's here on this live. You guys are gonna see a Lego cross diecast city. So yeah.
Interesting. So, it's funny because my son, he started with the Hot Wheels and the Matchbox. And at that point, it was like you could go into any of the stores and he's like, I want a toy. And it's like, okay, we'll go get you a dollar car. Fair enough. Now it's, I want a Lego set, $50. It's just like, go back to cars.
To be fair, some of my die casts, like I have the big ones. I have a big Batmobile, or like I say big,
Yeah.
but it's like big for diecast. And that was like $60. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You,
And once you've built, like, I had to build that, but it was like putting the wheels on and putting the inside in, you're done. Like a $60 Lego set at least
yep.
lasts you that little bit
Yeah,
longer.
yeah, yeah.
But
So you picked two expensive hobbies because I know car stuff can be expensive.
yeah, I can. Especially if you build a die-cast city using the modulars, like those are expensive. Like dioramas, like die-cast have their own version, I guess,
Okay.
of setup.
Sure.
And those are expensive. And you got to put them together like Lego, but they're a bit more addictive. They're smaller. So yeah, I've
So
put myself in
so
debt.
I'm curious. So the diecast city. So where are you? Is that going to be where you live, or do you have it somewhere else, or where's that set? Like, how big is it? Like, what's your plans for it?
So it's gonna be in my
Okay.
house. I have like an old IKEA like cube shelf thing.
Okay.
And on top of it, like that's got Lego put in at the moment, but on top of it, I've got a clear space. I've just moved my Disney castle out the way and all of that. And I think I can fit about 6 or 7 modulars.
Okay.
So it's just going to be like a row.
Oh, nice.
But I'm basically going to play around with the modulars a bit, line them up, have the cars coming through,
Okay.
parking. I bought the retired garage set,
Oh, yeah.
Icon's garage set,
Yep.
creator garage set, yeah. So I'm gonna put that in like around the center or to the side where most of them are coming out of, and
Okay.
yeah, it won't be huge, but it'll be cool enough that I can actually display my cars because right now they're just all gathered on a shelf. So yeah,
Collecting dust, right?
correct, yeah, collecting dust, and I feel like
Yep.
I'm not getting my value for money out of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, since you brought that up, it had me thinking how I know you said so you go to you visit California. Have you ever visited the site from the Fast and Furious in LA where it's like the backdrop of the city?
No, but like it's on my to see list, my wish list, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Fast and Furious fan, and especially the older ones. So there's a few things I want to see. I got to see Paul Walker's car in Japan, which is pretty like a remake of it, which is pretty cool.
Which one?
Um, the Skyline
Okay. See,
with the
I'm an Eclipse guy. The green Eclipse is it's my thing.
that's fair, that's fair. Both are good, both are good. I won't disagree. It's him after
It's
all.
the
So
original. That's why I
yeah,
just, you know. Um,
yes. Well, yeah. So anything Fast and Furious, I'm down to see. I want to see, and yeah.
yep. Um, Yeah, I know you have some pull, so you need to recommend some Fast and Furious cars. Because we
I
need
like.
more.
I was gonna say we need more when it comes to the speed champs because I
Yes.
am tired
Yeah.
of having. No offense to the F1s coming out, but I would love to see a few more Fast and Furious, older,
Yeah. Yeah.
older
Yep.
cars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I know I told you I wasn't gonna read the comments, but somebody had to show up and he had to make a remark here. So
I can't help what sets I vote for. That's that.
Jesse, she can't help when I pick the better sets. So it's just how it works. So
I mean, if his sets next time are all cars, I'm here for it. He'll get the vote.
oh now well, you know what? Okay. Well, I take a win when I get your vote. He could get all the rest of the votes. If I get yours, that's all that matters. So
That's fair.
Jesse, love you too, brother.
Take what you can get.
All right. So the I want to get into your like Instagram journey, we'll call it. But you already brought some things up that I wanted to talk to you about. So growing up, I had an interesting conversation with the other Katie the other night. She grew up in Hungary, and so she had like a very interesting take on her childhood and how things were for her. So for Lego with you, what was it like the availability of Lego sets? Like, do you remember like how broad the variety of sets was, or was it just like classic sets, or do you remember what you guys played with?
I know we always played with like because my brothers used to get the Lego sets for Christmas and stuff. So we always had the like fire station sets, the police sets,
Okay.
and then like random tubs of Lego. But there was no like I can't picture any exact sets apart from the old fire station, which would have been how old is my brother? probably like he would have been around 8 or 9, I reckon, when they came out. So
Okay.
um, yeah, like that's all I can really picture. And my cousin, one of my cousins used to collect all the city sets as well.
Sure.
So I was surrounded by city, and that was about it. I can't really remember like there being Star Wars or anything like that. Like it
Okay.
was city, my life was known to city sets. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I guess I just fed off their Lego back then. Like I just
Sure.
waited for them to get the sets and we would build them and play with them. And then I'd all get dumped into a tub and
Yeah.
yeah, that
That's
was
how it
it.
was. Yeah. But you know what? That's what I said. Like you don't like. There's so many of these sets now. I mean, I love the sets. I mean, they're just fantastic. But they're like the original ideas of sets, like the Atlantis or the all that kind of stuff. Like there's just not much originality now. It's all like the IPs and stuff. And I think it's so good, like watching the kids, in the Lego clubs or these like the brick worlds and all that, where they have the play tables. I think they're really missing out on, what we had when we were little, where we did have the sets, but um, there's just not as much out there to give these kids a chance to like free build.
Yeah, I mean, and my whole childhood, or what I can mostly remember, is like key firefighting sets and then just tubs of Lego.
Yeah,
And like we used to create like random things with them. And like the sets that were bought as like actual sets were pulled apart and used for whatever anyway. So
yeah,
like
yep.
if I don't know if my dad actually still has the tubs of Lego or not, but if he did, like I wouldn't be able to tell you that like what definite sets are
Oh
in
yeah,
there
for
because
sure.
we
Yeah.
like run amok with it. So
So
yeah.
you would be like a Facebook Marketplace ad where it's like, I'm not sure what's here, but here it is.
Here it is. Yeah, and knowing my dad, he'd be like, just give it away. Just give
Yeah.
it away,
Oh
knowing there's like good
gosh.
stuff in there too. So
So that's something I didn't even think about. So what has it been like because I consider you like I don't want to say a famous person, but like you're a notable person, especially like within the Lego community, and obviously like there's other communities that you're involved in as well. So like does your family like play off of that at all? I don't mean like how to put it. Like do they play off of it? Like do they poke at you for being like a well-known face or anything like that?
I mean, I don't think my dad really knows, and nor do I think he would care. My dad is a very like he follows my account and stuff, but I don't think he would really care.
Yeah.
Um, he'd be like 34,000 people, cool. But my brothers, I mean, some of them make. I've got three brothers,
Okay.
and um, the littlest one thinks it's really cool because he just asks me for Lego all the time, or message me and be like, "Do you have Spider-Man Lego? Do you have
Nice.
this?" Um, and then my two other brothers, I mean, not really. I would say probably the
Okay.
oldest one sometimes like makes remarks about being famous and that and the other. But yeah, I would say that overall, my brothers, I would say, are proud of what I've created or
Yeah.
impressed by what I've created. But
Yep.
yeah, my dad could not care
Yeah.
less.
Well, yeah, I mean he's probably, that generation that is not part of the uh what social media world. So it's just like cool, That's
Yeah. I mean, and I think he's like, oh, you've done something like done something with Lego and your collection. That's
yeah.
cool. But that's about like the extent of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you like a known face, I guess you would say, like when you're out and about, like do you get people coming up to you at all?
Sometimes I get messages afterwards. This is my one thing to people, if you're listening in. You can approach people like me and say hi. I feel like it's a lot less creepy than getting a message later saying, "Oh, I saw you and you were doing this, that, and the other." And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like it just makes you feel like not stalked, but like you're being watched
No.
from a distance or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, and like I get it, it can be like confronting, especially when you've only seen someone online. So it's a bit like, oh, I don't know if I should approach them or whatever. But
Yeah.
I am socially awkward in person, where like online, wherever. So it's going to be an awkward interaction. But I would rather that than like a message later. But yeah. Sometimes I do get messages as well. People be like, "Oh, I saw you like rushing to catch the train or whatever, and you had Lego in your hand." And yeah, people recognize, but sometimes I ask questions. Sometimes they just stare off to the side, staring, and it's a bit
I'm
different.
not gonna lie, some of those things you just read creeped me out. Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword, I'm sure, because like you want to interact with people, and so like people are probably trying, well, I shouldn't, I'm sure you want to interact with people, but you also don't want to just have like 50 people like crowding you all the time. But in the same sense, like you just said, you'd rather be approached and have somebody say hi than creepily say, they watched you, run into the train. Like, yeah, I get it. So it's like it's
Yeah.
probably hard to balance, which you'd prefer.
I also feel like maybe like a lot of my followers are from the US rather than Australia.
Oh,
So
true.
like I do have Australian followers, but I feel like it's not as big. Like if that was transformed over to Australian followers, my US followers to Australian followers, it would be a lot worse. But I feel like it's like not as common as you would expect. But when
Yeah,
it does happen, yeah, it can be
interesting.
a bit.
Yeah, no, I'll never know the feeling you have, but it's interesting to me because like you're on the scale of like seeing what these celebrities go through, of how like the stories you tell. I mean, it's just I get it. It's you want to be a part of the community, but you also have to have a boundary as well. So
Yeah,
I get it.
correct. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people in Australia that recognize the store that I film at, for example, a lot of them respect the boundary, but they will message and be like, "Oh, I saw you at the store today, like filming with Ethan, or I saw you purchasing this, that, and the other." And I don't want people to think that they can't approach me and say
Yeah,
hello.
yeah.
Like I said, it will be awkward as hell, but you are welcome to. Like that is absolutely fine. Um,
Maybe that'll discourage the
yeah,
interactions depending on how awkward it is.
like we'll probably say hi and then just stand there, and I'll be like, cool.
Yeah, yep,
You have a good day.
yep.
Yep.
There,
But
there's
still,
a, there's a saying about that. When you meet your heroes, it's not what you
yes,
expect.
I won't be a bitch, but it will be awkward. That summarizes it perfectly.
Oh, that's great. So that I meant to ask you that because that Lego store you go to, or where you do most of your filming. So when you put a description up, the way you describe it, I think do you call it like a Lego brand store? Is that what you label it? The way you say it was throwing me off. So it's an actual Lego retail store, or is it?
So, yeah, they're called Lego certified stores, and Australia doesn't have Australia. I think only I could be wrong, so no one hold this against me. But I'm pretty sure the US and the UK are the only ones with actual Lego store, like
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Lego.com type
Yeah.
stores.
Okay.
Whereas Lego certified is like pretty much everywhere else.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, basically they're exactly the same. I think the point system is different though. Like I technically have two different point accounts. So I have the
Oh,
Lego certified account and then the lego.com.au account.
interesting.
But yeah, we can order from lego.com
Okay.
and have it shipped to you. That's fine. But we don't actually have those stores in Australia. We have the Lego certified stores.
I'm
They look the same
okay.
inside, staff address the same. Um, yeah, the deals are sometimes different. Like
Yeah.
you'll see Lego.com has sales and Lego Certified doesn't always, but they'll have their own stuff going on. And yeah,
Okay. I'm glad I asked because I always saw you put that, and I was just like, I wonder if there's a reason for that, or if that's just what you referred to it as. But okay, that makes sense then. It's kind of like the Legolands, how they're owned by that Merlin Entertainment, and so we were just talking about that the other night, where I didn't know if they actually started doing the insiders points now at the Lego stores there because they at least last year in Florida, they did not for me at Legoland. They said they were with Merlin Entertainment, so they wouldn't do the insiders points.
it's really annoying though because like we have a Legoland here. And the other day I went there and I was trying to purchase the like Chinese New Year's set and it was on
Yeah,
sale there. And I was like, sweet. So like I asked the guy, I was like, oh, can I use my Lego certified gift vouchers here? Because like it would make sense for everything to be
yeah,
connected. And they're like, oh no, we don't do it. And I'm like, what? Like if you're Lego branded and you look like a like because they have a Lego store inside too. I'm like,
yeah.
why is there no
I agree.
crossover here? Like the market could be a lot bigger for you if
Yeah,
you allowed people to use their points or gain points at least or
yep.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that I haven't looked into that because that's what all their I guess they're branded over here under the ownership is Merlin Entertainment. And So it made me wonder, like, why they must, I don't know if they're like a management company or something, but it made me wonder, like, why did Lego go the route of not, like, still having the same perk systems? Like, I don't see
Yeah.
how that could hurt Merlin because it's just Lego giving you the points. So unless it was something with like intertwining their systems or something that maybe was advanced, I don't know. I just didn't understand it.
I mean, maybe because the Lego certified don't, I mean, we have a different point system for that compared to like, so you can't cross them over either. So it must be
Okay.
something with licensing or whatever.
Yeah.
I just saw a question in the chat though about whether we have exclusive sets in
Oh yeah,
Australia.
okay.
And I I think so. It's a Lego Discovery Center, not Legoland, but there was like one or two sets that I saw when I went there that were like exclusive to that.
Hmm.
But again, you can't get the points on your account for it. So
Oh yeah.
unless you really want the set, I'm probably like it's not something I would go out my way to buy.
Yeah, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need you to do me a favor.
Yes,
There is a
let's hear it.
yeah, it's I think it's an easy one. If you have a minute at some point, there is a and if Mav's still in here, he's gonna laugh. There is a Lego Christmas plush blanket that came out in the UK. It was on the UK website. I don't know if you've seen it. It's amazing. So you know that original plush minifigure blanket, it's like red, green, yellow
Yeah.
blocks. They have one that is Christmas themed,
Mhm.
and it was only showing up on the UK website. So I sent a chat to the Lego in the US, and they're like, "Well, we can't promise it's going to come over, and you can't order from their website because once it sees the US shipping address, it'll just cancel the
Yeah.
order." So
Yeah.
if you see it, let me know, and I'll gladly reimburse you for. I
I will
need
have a look.
two.
I'll check. So it's on the like the like
Yeah,
lego.com is what you're
yeah,
talking about?
Lego.com for the UK.
Okay, I'll have a look once we get off here and see if I can see it on our AU one. But
Okay.
we normally are like way behind you guys. Like you'll get
No.
stuff, I see it on people's stories, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then like we only recently started getting like the suitcases and the Lego mugs and
Yeah.
all that in store. So like we
Yeah.
are light years. We're in the future, but we're light years behind when it comes
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Lego accessories.
All right. Well, I just tossed it out there because now that I have friends in different places, I figured it couldn't hurt to ask. So,
No, absolutely. I'll see what I can do if I can find it, and then
okay.
yeah, we can go
All
from
right.
there.
Fair enough. I appreciate it. Okay. So you said you have three brothers. Now, are the three of them active in Lego still in any capacity?
My middle brother and my younger brother, yes. I just got my older brother's wife into Lego,
Ah, nice.
so there's.
Okay.
But last time I went back home, I stole a minifigure from my middle brother because he had a fireman that I wanted. So, um, I took that. But my youngest brother, he like the Lego that I am buying for him, he builds, and he asked for
Okay.
it now for Christmas from me, and all of that. But I feel like he got out of it and now he's yeah coming back into
Okay.
it. Whereas my middle brother, I would say he doesn't necessarily build a lot of sets, but he has cool Lego
Okay.
things that I want and I will take.
So, well, geez. Wow. Okay, man, showing that dominance here with your siblings. Okay. Well, you are the king, so I should expect nothing less.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly.
so what is this minifigure that you just had to steal from your brother?
Oh, it wasn't special or anything. I just saw it in his like he keeps all his Lego little sets set up in his wardrobe in like a cube, and I opened it and I saw it in there and I thought that's coming home with me. So I plucked it after he I'm pretty sure he did say to me, he's like, no, don't take that one. And then when I came back later, I took that one. Sorry if you're here, little brother.
You do know this is not helping the bully persona, right?
I know, and now I feel like it's worse because it's one of my brothers too. So he's gonna look all innocent and
You know what?
yeah,
I vouch for you. You just told me that you were borrowing the figure, so there was you didn't take it. You just wanted to borrow it.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, you
Thank you.
just it was like a vacation, just sleep over at
Exactly.
Katie's house. So yeah,
And maybe when I go back there, I will swap it out with another one, and another one can come home with
there
me.
you go.
Yeah,
See,
we're on road.
that's why you got to run these thoughts past me here because I could have saved you from that. There, I think you recovered though. Oh, geez, I love it. I love doing these. You have no idea how much fun it is for me to meet so many personalities. It's fantastic. So,
Everyone's different, especially when you've got like siblings and stuff like that. I feel like everyone's dynamic with their siblings is different.
yeah.
Um,
Yep.
And yeah, like I don't live near my brothers anymore. We're like two different states. So when I do see them and they have cool things, I kind of get away with it because they don't see me often. So I can be like, oh, I would really like that. And they're like, okay, here you go.
So do you guys like when you get something new, like do they tell you they get something, or it's kind of like when you go see them, you're like, wow, I didn't know you had this. I'm just gonna take it.
I would say probably a bit of both. My youngest
Borrow
brother definitely
it,
like
borrow it. Sorry.
borrow, yeah,
Yeah.
borrow it, not take it, borrowing. Um, my my youngest brother definitely like sends me random stuff that he gets,
Okay.
whether it's like Lego or whatever. But my middle brother, I guess I just discovered on my own. Maybe this is why. Maybe because he knows otherwise. I have it on my like wish list, waiting, waiting
Ah, I
till
see.
I
Yep.
show up.
Okay. Well, geez, I don't know what to say. I mean, you do you. So,
It's
all
all
right.
with love. It's all with love.
Well, hey, it's family, so it's to be expected, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's why my parents gave me brothers, I would say, so that we can
That's true.
borrow
Yeah,
minifigures from each other.
that's true. See, good. You're learning the
Yeah.
verbiage. I'm proud of you. All right. So, did you have the infamous Dark Ages of Lego?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, fair.
I'm like,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I trust the face there, but okay, I'll go
I'm
with
like,
it.
I'm like thinking. Expand on what exactly you mean by Dark Ages, and then I will be able to.
Were you just detached? You didn't have time for it, or you didn't buy anything, or you didn't build anything?
I have, since I restarted again, I have bought a set constantly, if not multiple.
Well, wait,
Um,
wait, 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 pause. You just said when I restarted again, so that means you did stop.
when I was young, like from my young age to now, I stopped.
Okay.
Not now, like
Yeah.
4 years ago. Like, yeah, I'm quitting Lego. You've all heard it here. I'm out. So yeah, from when I was like younger to like maybe 21, 22, I
Okay.
stopped. But then since I've like, I would say this is me in my prime Lego time. Like
Okay.
this is me having adult money, not sharing sets with anyone but myself, buying whatever I want,
Stealing
um,
what you want.
stealing what, borrowing what I want.
Borrowing.
Um, I would say that I haven't had like any downtime now. Like I've just constantly been at it for the past like 3 years.
Okay.
There are definitely times where like I will have like I don't do backlogs, right? But there is currently 10 sets sitting here waiting for me to build that aren't like that are my own sets and aren't from
Okay.
LAN. Um, because like I've just been so busy and like when I have had time, Lego's the last thing that I've wanted to do. It's just like I've wanted to like detach and calm
Yeah.
myself. But that lasts maybe like 2 days and then I'm back into building something. Like
Okay.
I have to build something, whether it's like a small
Sure.
200-piece set, whatever, or I just like dive in the deep end and do 1,000 set.
Sure.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say I've had any dark ages now.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'll just address the elephant in the room. You obviously got welcomed into LAN last year, correct?
This year,
Or it was
this year,
this
yeah.
year. Okay. Now was that so you have to apply to be in LAN, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
For me, it went a little different. Originally, I had Lego reach out to me wanting to use some of my videos for
Oh, yeah.
case studies
Okay.
and stuff like that. And which was like really cool. I was like, sweet. This was before I'd actually spoken to one of my good friends and said, I don't want to be in LAN because of the hate that I could see other creators getting.
Sure.
And like, for me, I always wanted my page to be like a really happy, safe space. And I
Mhm.
was like, you know what? I just don't want, I feel like there's so much negativity already. I don't want that in my life. And then Lego started using my videos for whatever reason. And they reached out to me and said, like, you should apply. Like, I think it would be really cool if you
Okay.
applied for our program. So like I ummed and ahed about it for so long. And then I was like, you know what? Like, maybe we can make a bit of a change here. Like, if I do get in and I guess show people that there's like a positive side to LAN
Yep.
and being in it.
Yep.
Um, so then, yeah, I applied, I got accepted, and this has just been my journey with it so far. I joined in June or July, I think it
Okay.
was.
Yeah.
I didn't start getting sets until like August or September.
Okay.
But I would say so far, like people have been pretty positive. There's been like a few comments here and there. But I just try and stay as authentic as I can. Like if I don't like a set, I'm open and honest about it. If I do like a set, I'm open and honest about it. Yeah.
Good.
I wouldn't say that I cross into any of those. Like I don't collect Star Wars, as we
Yeah.
know, but I would say sets like that theme, you get very divided opinions.
Sure.
And I feel like no matter what you say with those themes, like you're wrong at all times.
Okay.
So I would say that the themes that I collect are less controversial. People are
Yeah.
like the
Sure.
opinions are like pretty
Yep.
similar, pretty like yeah, around the same. So far it's been all right.
So now, and stop me if it's anything that because I obviously don't want you having any issues with that, but I'm just curious. So, like, do you have a say in the sets that you get to review, or is it kind of just like you get what they send you or what they send you?
Yeah, so like a lot of people I don't think know how LAN works. But basically when you first join, you list the themes that you would be open to
Okay.
receiving. So mine is like, of course, like the icon
Yep.
cars, the speed champions, all that stuff, and then Marvel and DC.
Okay.
So you list those, and then you basically get sent like offers to whether you want to accept it or not. It
Okay.
doesn't say what it is or anything like that. You kind of have to like work it out for yourself or think like, is this a theme that I do want right now in my
Sure.
collection? Yes or
Okay.
no? But yeah, that's basically how it works. You can reject a set if you don't want it, or sets if you don't want it, or you can accept them and just hope that it's what you think it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious how that worked. I assumed it was something to that effect because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, the purpose is to have somebody who knows what they're talking about with particular themes. So, like, you don't
Yeah.
do Star Wars, so let's just send Katie all the Star Wars, and then you're looking at stuff and you don't know who the minifigs are, stuff like that. So it wouldn't make sense for that.
Yeah, and
So,
I feel
um,
like like the backlash that some people have gotten when they have accepted sets that maybe weren't their normal style too. Like, I don't want that. Like, I want to be able to review a set and give my complete honest opinion without sitting there like, who is Superman again? Like, what I like.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't like. I want it to be as honest as I can be when reviewing a set, and therefore I feel like you have to know the theme
yeah,
at least a little bit to
yeah,
be able
yeah.
to know the characters and all of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I know negativity is not something that you as a company would want from a review, but like for me, I'm the type of person like I want to see the pluses and the minuses, and if I really like something, I'm going to buy it regardless of the minuses.
Yeah.
So, like, I'd rather know, like, for example, the Wally set, the quirky neck. Like if somebody reviewed that, like I would have said, "Oh well, I'll find a way to fix it." I still want Wally because that's the only Wally set they have.
Correct.
So I think it's good on your part that you're able to do things that way because I think you earn more of a trust from people where everything's not just so unicorns and rainbows. It's
Yeah.
it's an honest opinion on it because people spend a lot of money on this stuff, and so not everybody has the money just to blow stuff or blow money on stuff and then it be something not what they expected it to be. So
Yeah.
kudos to you for that.
Thank you. And I feel like I've always, even before I got into land, like the OGs will remember me building Bumblebee. It was a nightmare. And I recorded this thing on my story. I wasn't in land at the time. It was just me building it. And I was trying to transform him. And I thought it would be a really cool idea to film the transformation of him from Transformer to car.
Yep.
And I like started, his arm broke off, then his head fell off. Like it was just this whole series of Bumblebee falling apart. And I was like, whether that was given to me as like a review set or I purchased it, like you're going to get my full opinion on it
Yeah.
from start to finish. It's not going to change whether it's given to me for free or whatever. And I always try and put myself in the consumer's shoes when I am reviewing a land set of like, if I had paid, say, $500 for this set, would I be happy that I paid $500 for this
Yeah.
set?
Exactly. Yep.
yes or no, and I take it from there. And I still buy sets myself too, so it's not like I've completely become numb to the cost of Lego and like how it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you're always going to get a as honest as can be
Sure.
review from me without being hard. Like I'm not trying to be mean about
Yeah.
the set or whatever, but it comes from like, would I want to know this information before I buy the set? And like you said, can I modify it to work once I do have it? And yeah, get
Yep.
the value for money out of it.
I think that's a big connotation with land members is that I don't think people realize they don't get everything for free. So you guys are still spending your own money on stuff. So
Yeah.
it's only, you know, how many times a year you get stuff, and it's only on certain things. You're not like every first of the month, you're not getting the entire lineup
Right.
of stuff that comes out.
Yeah.
So that's something I think, you know, it would be nice for people to realize, because I have seen the negativity from that is you're not just a freeloader. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's a perk to you, but you spend your own money, and depending on how much or how many things you want to buy, you're still spending a lot of money. So
Yeah. And I feel like one of the big things is like I know not everyone in LAN works like a separate an actual job aside from the LAN stuff, but it can be a lot of work. Like especially if you get sent say 10 sets for the month to do. Like yes, they're free, but I have to now juggle that in with my full-time job to get
yeah,
those reviews out to
yeah.
people. And
So
it can be a lot. So like sometimes so I would like in full honesty, sometimes you get a set and the cost of the set doesn't balance out to the amount of hours that you've put in to
yeah, sure.
create content or a video or whatever. And then sometimes it's the opposite. Like you'll get a really expensive set and I guess you're like overpaid for the time
Yeah.
that you've like put in to review it and whatever. It probably balances out like throughout the year. But yeah, for someone like me with a full-time job on top of it, it can be a lot
I
to
can imagine.
manage and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's a lot. So do you have to review like everything you get, or like how does that work? Like you have to build it all and review it all, or can you just pick and choose what you do?
Yeah, so like I guess the whole point is like whatever your scent is, you're meant to make content with it,
Okay.
whether it's review content. Like Shy Time does his content very different to a lot of the land people. I wouldn't say he's a necessarily like review, it's just showing you like the set and
Yeah.
the fun that he has like building it. So like as long as you're making content with it, they're like pretty
Okay.
happy with it. But then I guess you do have people that just review the sets, which is what people want to because you want to know everything you can about the set, which
Yep.
is why I started doing like Q and A's for mine. Like you guys
Okay.
tell me what you want to know about it, and I will break it
Sure.
down. Yeah.
Well, I think with that, one of the other things we need to address here is the amazing video content that you put out with your costumes. I mean, you're like A class here with the costumes. Like Hollywood, you know, you should apply because
Yeah.
it's fantastic
It's
stuff. I mean,
coming in hot. What can I say? It's
yeah,
yeah, but that started because I was like, what can I do that's different? Like when Land releases a set, you'll see it like 500 times on your feed that day,
yes,
right?
unfortunately.
Like it's like video after video. And I'm like,
Yep,
what can I do so that people aren't like, great, another freaking Batmobile? Like,
yep,
you know what I mean?
yep.
So I was like, you know what, I'm going to bring costumes into it. So I started off doing that and now I'm committed to it. Sometimes it's a bit difficult, like to work out exactly what I'm going to do, like the Botanic Gardens. I was like, do I dress up as a gardener? Decided on a flower. Um, but yeah, I'm like, I want to have fun with it, and I want people to like, I want people to laugh at me or with me. I don't care which
Yeah,
way it is, as long as people are happy and laughing, like, it's cool. Um, and then I think I showed you originally, like, I used to do the random dance videos, like back in the day.
yeah, yep.
I was like, I miss having like fun on this app. Like, I feel like it
Sure.
became a bit like work for me. Like every Sunday, I was making videos for like 6, 8 hours.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I want it to be fun again.
Yeah,
So I brought back the dance videos, and that's just the way that you guys are going to see sets for a while. And yeah,
I love
in
it. It's
costume,
yeah,
dancing. Yeah.
yeah. No, you do a fantastic job with the videos. You get the point across. You have the comedy of it, and it just looks like you're having fun with it, which I think is the most important thing. Because if you weren't having fun, then it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah. And I want, like, whether it's a 5 second video or a 15 second video, a 1 minute long video, like, no matter how much someone watches of it, I want them to, like, laugh a little bit or just feel
Yeah.
a little bit of happiness. And I feel like the best way to do that is with stupid content, like a bit of a laugh and everyone's happy.
You could have dressed up as Poison Ivy for the botanical garden.
Yeah, but I was trying to find something in the set. That's like one thing I always, no matter how hard it is, that's one thing I always try and do. There is some cool costumes coming for the January releases.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna end up building like a wardrobe of costumes, and we're just gonna start picking and choosing from those.
Trust me, I know exactly what you mean of trying to match things. Trying to match a day in my Lego journey here with. Did you see Dog with Hole yesterday for day 47?
No, I need to go back and watch it. Whenever I see your content, if I'm busy, I'll like it and then like try and find it later because I'm like my number one thing is showing support while I can, and then
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I will go back and watch
Yeah. You need to watch day 47. It's probably one of my best.
it. Okay.
All right. So one of the last things here. So I cheated and I looked at your Instagram profile creation. So you started in February of 23. So what made you decide to jump in to Instagram, and is where you are now, forget the land stuff. Is it what you thought it would be?
It's not what I thought it would be. I just jumped on because I wanted to share my collection with people. And I'm a huge homebody. Like I very rarely leave my house, despite like I feel like I post whenever I do leave my house, and people think I'm out all the
Every day.
time. But yeah, I'm like I pretty much live at home.
Yep.
And I was like building my Lego all the time, and I thought, you know what? Let me jump on and share, like, start a page, share my collection, and like we'll see where it goes. Um, and I would say that I was building like followers pretty
Mhm.
slowly. And then I posted one video and it took off, and I got like 20,000 followers, something like that.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, holy hell. And then once that happened, like it's just been up
Yeah.
from there. Like there's obviously a lot of negatives that come with like having a bigger
Yeah.
account, but I would say like I've met so many nice people. I've met so many individuals that I wouldn't have met unless I had my page and
Yep.
connected with
Yep.
them, whether that's here in Australia or overseas. So yeah, what my page started as and what it is now is not at all what I imagined, but I would say for the most part it's pretty
Yep.
cool. And yeah, as I've said to people as well, like I'll get messages and they're like, "Oh my God, thank you. Like I never expected you to reply because you're a big account." And I'm like, I don't see myself as that way because like I try and involve myself as much as I can in the
Sure.
community, and I want to be friends with people whether they've got like 2 followers or 50,000 followers. Like it doesn't bother me.
Yep.
Yeah, I just connect with people that connect with me, and yeah,
Well, that's what I'm trying to push. I'm trying to push the fact that people need to ignore follower counts, and we're all people, so we're all here for the same thing. So
yeah,
I appreciate you getting back to me because um like I said, you're, to me, celebrity status. So like it made me happy. I was like, oh wow, somebody actually noticed me. So and like it makes me feel like having somebody like you can help spread the message that I'm trying to get across, is that we need to quit bashing each other for stupid stuff, or like quit judging people for stupid stuff. And like this is supposed to be a place for us to, like you said earlier, a safe space where we can just build and share things, like how to build things, what we're building, and all that, and get rid of all the negativity. Because we're kind of like how movies are supposed to be. Like it's supposed to be an escape from reality, and you're supposed to keep reality out of here. Like let's just focus on what we're here for, and then
yeah,
obviously you make your friendships, and then you can do what you want with that outside of wherever, and messaging or whatever. But it just gets so tiring seeing negativity. It's just we're going back. We're not moving forward.
yeah. And like, I think one thing that like stuck with me is last year I thought about deleting my account. Like I had a bit of like enough. And then, no, sorry, it was this year. And I went to a convention and this dad came up to me and he's like, "Oh, you're KingCaitys." I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "My daughter loves your content." And I was like, "Oh, that's like really sweet." And then he like disappeared and he came back with
Oh,
her and she was like
nice.
maybe 6 or 7. And she
Okay.
was like, "Oh my gosh, KingCaitys, like I love you. I love your content." And she was like having a mini breakdown in front of
Yeah,
me. And I was like, "Oh," I had little tiles with my little figure on them. I'm like, "Oh, do you want one?" I gave it to her and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna put this on my Star Wars collection." And I was
nice.
like,
Yeah.
"Great, you do that." Like she thought she was the funniest person.
Oh, that's funny.
Then later on, her dad sent me a picture of her. I think I was put on Yoda, like on his chest.
Okay.
Um, and I was like, for me, this is why I continue doing my page because there's young girls that are following me or through their parents are following me. And I want them to see that Lego is for like everyone.
Yep.
It's not just for the boys at school or whatever, like it's for everyone. And I guess that side of it, no matter how much negativity comes my way, like I think back to that moment and I'm like, that's why I have my page now and like what I
Sure.
can do with my following. And yeah, that's I guess why I continue every day making the content that I do and keeping at the page and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting you say it because do you guys have any lugs in Australia?
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
in any of them. I'm not sure if I had this conversation with you.
I feel like now that I mentioned it, I think we might have.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel, I don't want to say I don't feel welcomed. I just, it feels um, confronting to
Yes.
join something like a lug as a young female.
Yeah, we did.
And
We had this conversation. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
and the men that I've met that are in lugs at the conventions are lovely. Like, it's
Yeah.
nothing on them.
Yep.
It's just confronting. Like, you already don't feel like you necessarily fit in this space as a female.
Sure.
So then to put yourself out to join something like that, it's a bit like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, you kind of, I'll stick to myself for now and
Yeah.
enjoy the
No.
people that I've met. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No. Yeah. We did talk about this, and yeah, that's one thing. Again, that I wish I could change overnight is that it doesn't matter age or male, female, whatever. You should just be included. Play included. You know,
yeah,
if you're gonna be in a Legos reference, you have to play by the rules, and it's
yes.
play included. So that's everybody. I didn't even think about that until now. That is what they push,
Yeah,
but yet people in the community go against that.
yeah,
So we need to start doing what what we're being told to do.
yes, yeah, exactly. Follow
Uh,
the rules.
uh, um, so I did want to mention for those, and I think I'm saying this right. You are the only female Lego ambassador in Australia, correct?
Correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, there are lugs with female representation, but I am the sole
Yeah.
fan media uh, female in Australia. Yeah,
So kudos to you
thank
for
you.
starting that.
Hopefully, more will
um,
join me. Like,
yes.
hopefully, I get some female besties
Yeah.
in the group. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know I'm hoping I forgot to ask you if it was okay to bring it up. The thing you're working on, the mock that you're building,
Yeah.
we're good to share? Okay. Yeah. So you're
I'm
doing,
not going to share what it is,
okay.
but
All right. But she is a
yes,
mock builder.
yes. And I'm building it with my good friend. Shout out to Skate by Sam. Go follow his page if you don't already. He makes amazing cityscapes. Like they're insane. And yeah, we're building I was going to say an LA classic. So if you've been to LA or you're from LA, you should recognize this. And yeah, it's a mix of cars and buildings, and we're going to take it around to the different Australian conventions.
Okay. So when will it make its first appearance in finished form?
It will be finished and ready to go for, I think it's the 20th. It's Brickvention in January. So
Oh, that's right. Okay.
yeah. So that's where it will first be displayed, and then Sam and I will just take it from there and see what we can attend throughout the year. Depends
Okay.
on what's happening with our schedules. But yeah, we're hoping to take it to a few different conventions. next year. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll leave that unnamed project. So stay tuned to the page to see what it is.
Exactly. Stay
I'm
tuned.
glad I didn't just blurt it out there. I'm glad I skirted around.
No, it'll make its first appearance. Everyone will first see it. We may do a sneak peek once we've finished it, but its entirety will be revealed at Brickvention. So yeah.
All right. Anything else that I didn't ask you? That anything you want to share? Anybody you want to shout out? Anything? I'm open floor.
I mean, I don't think so. I guess thank you to everyone that's joined this live today. I don't go live very often, if at all. So thank you for those that have joined. And yeah, it's nice to see everyone's support.
Was
But
I the second live you said you've ever done?
yeah, I've
I'm
done.
getting balloons here. What is going on?
It's like congratulations. You're my first. What do you call it? Like joint live, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my other ones have just been like the other one was just me.
Okay.
I think I built like the slushy van or something, but yeah, that's been the only other time. So, and I don't normally do podcasts or anything like that. So you should feel lucky to have me here today.
I am going to immediately get off of here and print out a certificate, and it's going right on the wall, right behind me.
I'll sign it for you so you
Yes.
can keep it. Yeah.
So something else I've been asking because, as I mentioned to you, I keep getting this cap at an hour. I'm booked through February with other guests, but if you're open to it down the line, would you be interested in stopping back for another time?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
That sounds good.
All right. I didn't want to put you on the spot there, but I also
Yeah,
wanted to. So
with like 13 people watching, now there's 13 people to hold it against me.
well, and I am posting this, so I'll make sure I reference that in the
Yeah.
description section for 40 or 56 minutes in to make sure
Yeah.
everybody remembers what you said.
Yeah.
So,
That's fair.
so what? So
But
with
yeah.
all the last thing here, with all the food that you enjoy, what's on the menu for today? Because you seem to keep posting the most amazing looking food.
Okay, my diet is actually awful. Like I will eat one thing, like I'll have toast and then like that's all I will eat for the entire day. And then my partner will come home and be like, "Have you eaten anything?" And I'm like, I had toast earlier." And so it's like it's awful, but when I go out, I do indulge. Um, but there's nothing yet on the menu for today except I think we may be getting ice cream with friends later, so there's that.
Okay.
But apart from that, nothing yet. But it is my Sunday, so I should treat myself to something.
I think you should. I
Yeah.
authorize you to pick your most favorite thing, and you can have double of
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. I'll be sure to post it if I get anything good, that's for sure.
Oh, I know you do because I'm sitting over here thinking like, man, where does she go all the time and get all this? And then the views with the beaches and all this, and I'm stuck in Pennsylvania over here. So
I'll take
I
you
was
guys
taught.
a summer adventure because it's our when the weather's nice
Well,
out here,
yeah,
you guys
true. Yeah.
can enjoy
Well,
some.
I was taught life is not fair, so that's the motto I live by. So
Yeah. You've just had summer too. It's my time.
yeah, fair enough. So, Katie, thank you so much. I do truly appreciate you stopping by. I will look forward to having you again down in the future.
Yes.
Have a nice holidays. I'm sure I'll talk to you in the meantime. And then, if you don't mind, I'm just going to shout out for next Thursday, which would be your Friday. We're back on the Thursdays, so 8 o'clock Eastern on the 5th will be the next Bricks and Beyond. So whoever's interested in joining, please stop by. So, everybody, thank you to Katie. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and I'll look
Thanks.
forward to all the content you have coming out here with releases and the mock and everything else.
Sounds
So,
good. Thank you.
Katie, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, have a good
Bye.
one. We'll see you. Thanks, guys, for stopping by.